I am one with my glorious I Am presence and Holy Christ Self. My personalities, body elemental, and new spirit. All parts of my being are in harmony, balance, and alignment, and my aura is fully contained within my heart diamond and Metatron's cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. I hope you are all delighting in your preparations of this wondrous season of light and love that floods across the planet once a year. For even though there are many who are not Christians, they are still affected by and open to the joys that come with the Christmas season. The season of giving, the season of the appearance of the Christ light and love on this planet. Of course, it would be much more wonderful if these feelings could be maintained throughout the year, as was originally intended. But at least for these few short weeks, there is a focus on beautiful, wonderful feelings and thoughts that, if maintained, will have a lasting effect throughout the year. This lasting effect can only come about through your intention and willingness to uphold these feelings and thoughts. So let this time of year be a time of a deep immersion in the Christ energies. The Christ energies include that of pure, unconditional love, total selflessness. There is no ego in the Christ energies. There is only the feeling of oneness and connectedness with all others. There is clarity of thought. There is a knowing what is absolutely right in any given situation to say or to do. There is mercy. The mercy that comes from a non-judgmental attitude. Not the mercy that is associated with pity and judgment, but the mercy that is pure, for it knows that the person is in fact guilty of nothing. No matter how dire and catastrophic the behavior might have been, the Christ within you knows that that type of behavior is a call for help, a call for love. It is a desperate need of the Christ love that provokes that type of behavior. So remember these attitudes. for they are true manifestations of the Christ Spirit in action on this planet, in your material world. It is here that the Christ Spirit is most needed. It is in your daily life that it needs to be expressed. It is needed among those you don't know, just as much as it is needed among those you do know. So as you go about your Christmas preparations and all the activities related to it, think upon these qualities that I have just named to you. Ask yourself how you can manifest them, how you can be that in the outer world. And if your heart is focused on the Christ, then the Christ Spirit will talk to you and through you and guide you in the perfect activity at all times. Some of you feel impulses to do good in the world, to do something for someone, and then you talk yourselves out of it by saying, oh, that person doesn't deserve it, or that person will only use my money to buy alcohol or drugs, or you find any of 100 excuses not to follow that impulse to do good. Learn to distinguish between the inner divine voice, which is always encouraging you to be love in action, and the ego voice, which is always finding reasons and excuses not to. Learning to distinguish between these two voices is a great gift to give to yourself. For it is only when you are truly able to hear the divine voice and to follow it constantly without question that you will truly be able to be of service to God and to all the light forces that are giving their love and light 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and every single moment of time to awaken mankind and to heal their hearts, so that once healed, they too can become a force of healing and love and light in the world. Just imagine what it will be like, beloveds, when all of humanity is living a life of love. What beauty will come forth on this planet? What perfection in the form of all of your institutions will be manifest at that time? Begin to think about that, beloveds, especially when you start feeling sad, depressed, angry, or enraged from all of the horrible things that are still taking place on this planet. And there are many, beloved. Once you have become aware of it, if there is some action that you can take to correct it, do so. If there is not, then give thanks and praise to God for the day when it will be done, over with. And imagine what will be there in its place. See the opposite scenario unfolding. See, even if it's only in your mind's eye, and even if it's only for a brief period of time, an idealized version of life on this planet, with all people living in peace, with all people having all the food that they need, and that food being of the highest quality and purity. See all people living in their own beautiful homes, well maintained, clean, with everything functioning just as it should. See the plants and the trees in their wondrous beauty, flourishing everywhere. See all of the animals living in harmony among themselves, none of them needing to be consumed to maintain any human form. See the crystals and the rocks and the earth alive with light and energy. And see all of these systems and beings working in perfect harmony, all of them delighting in the role that they have to play in order that life on this planet be exuberant and joyous and perfect in every way. Spend as much time as you possibly can focusing on this delightful world that is not so far off as it may appear to be because of the devastation that is still apparent everywhere. Acknowledge it, bless it, give thanks for the day when it will be done, and then focus on the world that is to come. Manifest it as much as you possibly can in your own private world, and know that one day that world will be shared by all. Thank you for listening to this video. I love you and I bless you. And I am holding this vision for you, for I have decided that that is how the earth should be, and nothing can stand in my way for its manifestation. I am Metatron.